An air-powered vehicle, a BMW pickup, and a Ford from Australia. I'm Gene Sanchez, and this is FastLane Daily. A car that runs on air? No, we're not entering Crazyville. It's the MDI Air Car. Instead of a traditional engine, the MDI's power plant is force-fed with compressed air. That means it's pollution-free. Of course, it takes electricity to pump it up, but once filled, the pressurized air forces the pistons into motion, and that means the only exhaust is breathable air. The MDI was developed in France by an ex-Formula One engineer, but is set to be mass-produced by India's largest automaker, Tata Motors. The company says the first air cars will begin rolling off the line next summer. They'll cost about $13,000 in India, but Tata has no plans to export them to the US. You say you want a high-performance sports sedan, but really need to haul your string beans to the market? Look no further than this unlikely custom job. It's the work of a guy from Australia who wanted to create the ultimate driving ute. But that's Australian for El Camino. The BMW M5 hauler is still a work in progress, but we hear it could be done in time for the next harvest. Up next, what's Australian for Ford? That's in the internet rumor mill after this. Got a story for FastLane Daily? Or even a hot tip? Give us a call at 213-291-1883 or tips@fastlanedaily.com. And don't forget to subscribe to FastLane Daily on your favorite internet video provider. What's the latest from the lovable interweb? It looks like Ford may be ready to teach US buyers some Australian, and that means new rear-drive models could be in the pipeline. A recent spy shot reveals one of Ford's Australian Falcon models being loaded in Michigan. From the looks of the packing materials, the car's previous home was a cargo ship. In a press release, Ford hinted that its latest Australian sedans can be built with the steering wheel on the left side that makes them prime candidates for export. And Ford bosses have already said the company's been looking into expanding its rear-drive model line for the US market. Ford may not be as far along in this as GM is, but it looks like something is definitely up in Dearborn. For a photo of this rear-wheel drive Australian, check out the FastLane Daily blog. And we'd like to give a shout out to Michael Plitkins from @Speed Images. Check out his photography over on @speedimages.com. That wraps up FastLane Daily for today. Tune in tomorrow when we pump up our 1985 Buick Century with air and see if it starts. I'll see you then.